Welcome to Ubuntu Sports Podcast. Um, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Springboks versus Scotland match reaction. As I said yesterday, of course, the Scottish got a rugby lesson from the Springboks. The amount of depth that's in that team is scary. It's scary. But I will say the Scots didn't take it lying down, that's for sure. They absolutely, probably even created some very nervy moments there for the fans and the Springboks because they were bringing it. But it's just unfortunate for them that they were going up against the world champions who just happened to be the best in defense and the best at attacking and the best at doing everything, basically. But the Scots did bring it, I must say. There was a time where I was like, what is going on here? The Springboks were leading 14-0, and the Scottish came back and made it equal, and then it went into halftime. And I was like, you know what? Like, we actually need to be quite careful the second half because these guys can actually be quite lethal at times as well. They were finding gaps in our defense, and I don't know how we were sleeping on some of those tackles. Like it was from rucks. So as soon as we're getting into the rucks and as soon as they start running it, they would always pop it on the inside with someone running onto it, and they would just find this beautiful gap. And next thing you know, it's just them and the fullback. And of course, our fullbacks did the job, and our wingers did the job in defense just to slow down some of their attacks. But some of them were very unnecessary. I feel like with better tackles and if we were just a bit tighter, they wouldn't have found those gaps that they did find. But credit goes to Scotland as well. Like I said, they play their hearts out, and they really brought it. They didn't take it lying down at all, as you saw with England. England were just a bit shocked at some point that, oh my gosh, like we're 17-0 down. And how we're going to come back into this game. But although they made a bit of an effort as well the first half, England. But anyway, we're talking about the Scots. So we went into the second half, and then we're like, okay, the Springboks found a few tries and found some awesome play in between. Then it looked like the Scots, they scored 2 tries, I think, or more, 3 if I'm correct. But then the Scots came back with 2 more tries. And then it looked like, oh, wow, this could be the comeback of the year. And unfortunately, it wasn't the comeback of the year because Jesse Creel found a beautiful gap as well. And there were a few missed tackles on him. And he just went through and dived over the line. And that was a serious dive. You could see that there was some passion behind that try that he scored, and that was just a bit too much for the Scots to come back and try catch up with those 2 tries. So the Boks won 42-28, which is by 2 tries and 2 conversions, basically. Like I said, the Scots were bringing it. They were bringing the fire. I actually thought at some point, like, wow, this could actually slip away from the Boks. And I'm a very confident fan that supports the Boks and that knows that the Boks are the best at what they do. But I even got nervous watching that game because I was like, wow, I cannot believe that the Scots are actually scoring tries here, like and good tries as well, not just fluke tries or anything. They were bringing it, like I said. But of course, Rassie knows exactly what he's doing. Those 10 changes were for a reason, and the Scots just couldn't match them. They just couldn't match them. So I mean, the Scots for me are better than England. The Scots are also better than Wales, who we're playing next. And yeah, I'm a bit worried about Wales because if they watch that performance, they'll realize that they're up against it. They're up against it. They're up against it. But hey, man, as long as they do their best and they just bring everything they have, like the Scots did, like the Scots didn't embarrass themselves. They really put up a fight, and credit to them again. Like I was nervous, at some point in a few moments of that game, thinking, geez, like, come on, guys, like, this could easily turn around and go the other way. So we need to just now uh, focus, get our get our defense on point, make you know make those tackles and stop allowing these these breakthroughs and these cut throughs from the opposition to happen through our defense. So yeah, there were some very nervy moments in that game, but of course, the world champions did what they had to do, which is finish up the game and just close it off defensively and stuff. But I also understand why that happened. 10 changes is not a joke to make to a winning formula, right? So Rassi did have to make sure that he could actually get the other guys used to playing in this winning formula that he's built in this team. So I truly understand why they had to concede the tries that they conceded. I can see how it's going to help them be aware for future games and make sure that those holes and those opportunities are not exploited by the opposition in the upcoming games. Because New Zealand love to run at teams, and if you're gonna make those errors against New Zealand, you're going to be in serious trouble. You're going to be in serious trouble. So we just need to make sure that we close off those gaps. We polish up where we need to polish up, and I'm pretty sure Rassi's going to be watching that game with all these players and making sure that future opponents don't get to explore those opportunities that Scotland managed to exploit. But it was a very good watch, I must say. It was a very good watch. I expected the score to be worse than that by the way the game started. But like I said, credit to the Scots. They weren't taking it lying down. They came to play rugby. They came to play rugby, but they also came to learn a lesson. And a lesson was learned, I must say, because the whole world now sees that, oh my gosh, the amount of depth that's in this Springbok team is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. If you're not prepared to I don't